And now, each week at this juncture of the show, we enter our consultation zone. If you have any problems with your favourite games, drop us a line about them, and we'll get your queries answered by the man who knows more than anyone, the GamesMaster.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom. I am delighted to see you. And what have you got to ask me?
On Sonic the Hedgehog, I heard there's a secret world on Act 3 of the Green Hill Zone. Could you please tell me where it is? I can't find it anywhere.
Indeed I can, dear boy. Though I must admit to being a little surprised that you haven't found it yet. Work through the level until you reach a solid wall. Instead of bouncing over it, however, you can break straight through it by taking a run-up and spinning upon impact. You will then be in a secret world where 63 rings and an extra life await you.
Thanks very much. See you.
Oh, delighted. Next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Hello, and nice to see you. Now, what can I do for you?
In Elvira, I can't find the 4-leaf clover I need for casting a spell. Where is it?
Elvira does indeed require a modicum of ingenuity. The clover can be found at the base of the hedge on the way towards the falconer in the meadow. You shall now have all the ingredients you need for casting the propitious surprise spell.
Oh, thanks.
Next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster. On Simon's quest, I cannot get past Deborah Cliff. What advice can you give me?
To get past the very large wall that is Deborah Cliff, you need to select the red crystal and then kneel down for about 5 seconds. A whirlwind will then appear, which will whisk you across to the other side of the wall. Rather ingenious, isn't it?
Thanks very much. Bye.
And I think that's enough little tidbits for 1 week. Heed my advice until we meet again.
So, some juicy computer tidbits this week. And now, while I show Gary an alley shuffle or two in the car park, let's find out the latest tips and cheats GamesMaster has for us in his consultation zone.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom. I am delighted to see you. And what have you got to ask me?
After hours of playing on level 3 of Strider, I could not get past the closing wall section without hearing you getting squashed. Can you help me?
Indeed I can, young man. Now listen. Instead of trying to climb up one side of the wall, you should jump from side to side. You will find that your upward progress accelerates, and you should have no trouble reaching the summit before the walls meet.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Hello, and nice to see you. Now, what can I do for you?
I heard in Super Mario Bros. 3 there's a secret whistle in the first world, which enables you to warp into a later level. I don't know where it is. Do you have any idea?
Do I know where it is? Oh, the audacity of you. Of course I do. The whistle is on level 3 of the first world. But bear with me, because finding it is a little complicated. You will need to jump on top of the 5th block of the level, a white one, then squat for 5 seconds. You will then fall behind the background scenery. Once there, go to the end of the stage, and you will enter a house where the first whistle is kept.
Thanks a lot.
Next up, please, and hurry along there.
Hello, GamesMaster. In Robocop, how do I kill the 2 people at the end of level 2?
Good question. Good question indeed. Actually, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to kill both of these men, as one of them is actually the mayor being held hostage. You need to select the machine gun, and then, whenever the mayor in front ducks down, shoot the man behind. If you shoot him 3 times, he'll release the mayor and come charging towards you. When this happens, punch him, and he will eventually die.
Right, thanks.
Not at all. And I think that's enough goodies for this little session, though I must admit I do rather enjoy my role as agony uncle. Make sure you tune in for our next rendezvous.
So, some juicy computer tidbits this week. And now, while I get my breath back, let's go to GamesMaster and see what he's got in his tips section.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom. I am delighted to see you. And what have you got to ask me?
I've heard there is a secret room on the first level of Alex Kidd. I've looked everywhere for it, but I can't find it. Is there any way you can help me?
I must admit it's an awfully long time since I've had to preoccupy myself with Alex Kidd. However, if I recall correctly, there's a secret room next to the palm tree just past the third chest. Simply jump up and down to break the blocks on the ground, and the room will reveal itself.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
On to the next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Hello, and delighted to see you.
I've been playing Cadaver for over a month now. I can't get past the dragon. He fries me every time. What am I doing wrong?
A good question, young man, but this is indeed a most tenacious reptile. Follow these instructions carefully. Once you're into the dragon room, call up your inventory and drink the fire shield spell to protect you. Then select the massacre spell that you should have collected from Lord Carolus' altar in the chapel, and fire it to finish off this troublesome creature once and for all.
Right, thanks a lot.
I wish you success with this one. Right, on to the next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster. In Turtles, I cannot get off level 3. What shall I do?
My, you are behind, aren't you? Now listen carefully. To get off level 3, you need to rescue Splinter, who's in the building at the center of the map. Defeat Mega Turtle, and you'll go on to the next level.
Thanks very much.
Not at all. That's it for now. I do tend to tire rather easily these days. However, if you'd like to tune in next week, I'd be delighted to answer any more questions you might have. Bye for now.
So, some juicy computer tidbits this week. Now, perhaps with a couple of tips and cheats, Eric could have completed one of his famous 9-dart finishes. This is the part of the show where you can get your exclusive tips and cheats in the GamesMaster's Consultation Zone.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom.
I keep running out of lives on Disney's DuckTales. Is there any way I could get any more?
Still languishing behind on DuckTales? Oh dear, you are in need of help. Now please listen very carefully. If you visit the African mines, you'll be sent back to Transylvania, where you'll find 2 extra lives. You can then return to Duckburg through the mirror at the start of the level. Repeat this procedure as often as you like to build up a hearty reserve of lives.
Thanks very much. Bye.
I'm delighted to help. Are we ready for the next?
Hello, GamesMaster. The eyeball monster at the end of level 2 in Altered Beast keeps on killing me. How can I destroy it?
I must say I'm rather surprised you haven't managed to dispose of this ocular ogre yet. All that's required is a little courage and nerve. Simply get as close to the monster as possible, then activate your force field. The eyeball monster will then be out of sight, out of mind.
Thanks, bye.
Who's next up, I wonder?
Hello.
Hello, and nice to see you. Now, what can I do for you?
I've been trying for hours, but I cannot kill the wart in Mario 2. Could you help me?
Simple, dear boy. Catch the vegetables which come out of the pots and throw them at Wart. 6 vegetables in his mouth will defeat him.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Right, Julian. I think that's probably enough advice for one week, but if you have any queries, you know where to come.
So, some juicy computer tidbits this week. And now, while I pot a few pings with Jimmy, let's go into GamesMaster's Consultation Zone.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom. I'm really glad to see you.
In Spider-Man, I can always reach the forklift boss, but he keeps ramming me. What am I doing wrong?
Foolish boy. You really should have realized by now that you can't stop this particular rogue if he's facing you. So you need to leap behind him and let him have it with your web. About 10 times in total. That'll do it.
Oh, great. Thanks. Bye.
Next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Hello, and nice to see you. Now, what can I do for you?
On level 3 of Turtles, I cannot jump over the gap without dying. How do I do it?
You should have experimented a little, young fellow. The answer really is most simple. Walk straight over the gap and don't jump it at all. Things are not always what they seem.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Right, on to the next piece.
Hello, GamesMaster. My son gave me Shadow of the Beast 2 for Christmas, and I'm finding it very difficult to get anywhere. Can you give me any tips or suggestions?
If my memory serves me correctly, there are no shortcuts. But you can make life a lot easier by beefing your warriors up. Now listen. At the start of the game, walk to the right of the screen towards the pygmy. Once he starts pestering you, call up the question mode and type in 10 pints. Your warrior will then be invincible, and all you have to do is to find your way around.
Thanks very much.
Well, you'll find it works. And that little revelation brings the session to an end. I do hope the advice is going to be of some use.
Now, Pat and Mick obviously have their problems. We can't help them. However, if you do have a problem on a computer game, send it into GamesMaster and we'll see what he can do about it in the consultation zone.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom. I am delighted to see you. And what have you got to ask me?
I've been playing Zelda for months, but I can't find the Guardian on level 7. Can you tell me where it is, please?
Zelda does indeed require a modicum of common sense. To locate the particular Guardian you're after, go to the top right-hand corner room, kill hands, and then push the rock over to the right. A secret passage will appear, and if you go down it, you will find the Guardian.
Thanks a lot.
Next, please.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Hello, and nice to see you. Now, what can I do for you?
I keep getting killed at the end of the Dust Planet in Forgotten Worlds. How can I destroy the Dust Dragon?
Foolish boy. It sounds to me as if you've been overlooking the fact that the dragon's only weak point is its heart. Shots aimed anywhere else are simply wasted. If you stray low to avoid the razor claws and keep firing at the heart, you should have no trouble disposing of the beast.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thanks very much.
I'm sure you'll be very glad to see the back of that one. Next, please.
I've been told there's a warp on level 1 of Snake, Rattle and Roll, but I haven't been able to find it. Can you tell me where it is, please?
Indeed I can, young man, though I do feel you should have moved on from this game a long time ago. Oh, well, no matter. From the start, keep going right as fast as possible, avoiding all obstacles. Eventually, you will see a rocket. If you jump up and catch the rocket, you can walk to level 8.
That's great. Thanks very much.
Well, you will find it works. And that little revelation brings the session to an end. I do hope the advice is going to be of some use. Goodbye for now.
Well, all I could say is there's no place for losers on this show, only winners. But sometimes even winners have problems. And if you're stuck in a particular game, why not write in to your favourite agony uncle, GamesMaster?
Hello, GamesMaster.
Oh, I'm delighted to see you. Welcome to my kingdom. Now, are we ready?
On Zelda, I can't for the life of me find the whistle in the second quest. Do you know where it is?
I do indeed, young man. Locating it requires a modicum of initiative. The whistle is in the blank square in the middle of the level. To get there, you need to go through to the room directly above it, and then walk down through the wall, as the wall is false. Have you got that?
Yes, thanks very much.
Splendid. Well, go and try. Who's next up, I wonder?
Hello, GamesMaster.
Now, what can I do for you?
I keep getting killed as I run down the snow hill on the second stage of Strider. What am I doing wrong?
Let me see. If I remember correctly, the secret there is not to run at all, but rather to jump as you start your descent, and keep on jumping until you approach the bottom. That should enable you to jet down the snow hill unscathed.
Oh, thanks very much. Bye.
Next, please. I wonder who we have now.
Hello, GamesMaster. In Mega Man, how'd you kill the big orange Sandman and find it's impossible to get past him?
Oh dear, more death and destruction. At least they're all villains, I suppose. Now listen. To dispose of the big orange sandman, you'll need to jump over his body parts as they come onto the screen. And then, when he is completely formed, use your elect gun to shoot him in the eye. Does that satisfy your destructive lust?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Well, enough good deeds for the time being. See you anon.
So, some juicy computer tidbits this week. Now, while I take a little breather after that hectic encounter, let's find out the latest tips and cheats in GamesMaster's Consultation Zone.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom. I am delighted to see you. And what have you got to ask me?
I've been playing the game Link for several months now, and I found a hidden town, but I cannot find a magic key. Do you know where it is, please?
Do I indeed, you audacious young urchin? Once you reach the hidden town, pick up the spell, and then cast it at the far right of the town. That will make a door appear. Inside that door, you'll find the magic key.
Thank you.
Who's next, please?
Hello, GamesMaster.
Oh, I'm delighted to see you. Welcome to my kingdom.
I've heard that there's a hidden room on level 2 of Alex Kidd. I've been looking everywhere for it, but I just can't find it. Where should I be looking?
Oh dear, we really are rather behind, aren't we? You will find the room just past the cage eagle. Simply jump up and down to break the rocks on the ground, and the hidden entrance to the room will reveal itself.
Thanks, bye.
Well, I'm always here to help you if I can. We have one more today, I think. I wonder who it is.
Hello, GamesMaster. I keep getting killed trying to get past the robot dinosaur at the end of Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters. Is there any advice you can give me?
Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters? Oh, yes. Rather a tricky one, this. You need to place your character against the grey door to the right of the screen. Then waggle your joystick left and right while continually dropping bombs. This will eventually result in you slipping through the gap in the doors and away from the troublesome beastie.
Great, thanks very much.
Oh, well, I'm starting to feel rather weary. Enough pearls of wisdom for 1 week, I think. But don't forget to keep the queries coming.
If you want to be as good a player as Gary, you can either practice hard into the wee small hours, or look out for exclusive tips and cheats from everybody's favourite agony uncle, the GamesMaster.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom.
In Metal Gear, I keep getting lost in the maze zones. Is there an easy way out?
Mazes. I'm rather partial to a maze or two. You simply need to explore, young man. Then memorize the correct route. If I remember correctly, now let me see. Left, up, then left will enable you to get through this particular maze zone and progress to the following buildings.
Thank you very much.
Well, please don't get lost. And I think we have someone now coming up.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Hello to you, young man.
In Mega Man 2, I'm having real trouble killing Dr. Wily in his alien form. Can you help me?
Yes, I'm sure I can. Quite obviously, dear boy, you're not using the bubble lead. Only by using the bubble lead can you dispose of Dr. Willy when he's in the alien form.
All right, I'll try that, thanks.
We have one more today, I think. I wonder who it is.
Hello, GamesMaster. I always get killed by the Blue Lobster whenever I play The Revenge of Shinobi. How can I kill him?
Well, you need to show a little initiative, young man. When you enter the chamber, jump onto the left-hand wall. Then, as he attacks and lowers his sword, you need to jump, somersault, and shoot. If you repeat this procedure a number of times, you will overcome this villainous shellfish.
Thank you very much.
Well, you will find it really does have results. And I think that's enough little tidbits for 1 week. Heed my advice until we meet again.
Now, while I take a little breather after that hectic encounter, let's find out the latest tips and cheats in GamesMaster's Consultation Zone.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Welcome to my kingdom. Very sadly, we are coming to the end of the series, and you're one of the very last 3 who can take advantage of my advice. So, how can I help you?
I can't get through the Lost Woods in Zelda. Can you help me?
Ah, Zelda, one of my favorites, so full of surprises. There's only one way through the Lost Woods, young man. Up. Left. Down. Then left again. You can then proceed to the next part of the game.
Thank you very much.
You'll find it quite easy. Right, next up, please.
Hello, GamesMaster.
Hello, and what can I do for you?
On Shadow Dancer, I keep getting killed trying to get to the top of the Statue of Liberty. Can you help me?
Oh, dear young man. You know, I hate to say this, but you really do seem to be rather lacking in ability. All you need to do is to keep to the right-hand side of the platform as it rises, for then you can dispose of the ninjas as they appear to the left. By doing that, you'll reach the top of the Statue of Liberty in no time. It really is quite that simple, you know.
Oh, cheers.
Well, I wish you all success. And now we come to our very last visit to my kingdom.
Hello, GamesMaster. I've been playing Rag Gravity for absolutely ages, and I still can't find the crystal bombs. Could you tell me where they are, please?
Oh, dear. Let me think. The crystal bombs in Rag Gravity. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, yes. If I recall correctly, the crystal bombs are in Varnia. Yes, Varnia, that's right. After you drop down the shaft, you will need to use the energy disc to fly under the hole in the roof. If you then jump up and go to your right, you will find the secret room which contains the bombs. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thanks a lot.
Well, I'm glad it does, but I fear that brings our little get-together to a close. I do hope that some of the advice I've imparted will serve to enhance your game-playing performances.
Good night.